Hello, second grade! I'm still here under the bed. Last episode, things did not turn out as we had planned. We had a great plan, and then the plan immediately went south, which is the way plans normally go, especially in movies and shows. I know that we've talked in class that there has to be a problem. If there was not a witch problem, we wouldn't have a book to write or a book to read. Nothing would be happening. So we got problem after problem, and now the problem is we are stuck under the Grand High Witch's hotel bed. She's come back from tea time. Here we are. Let's see if we can get out of this.
Suddenly, the Grand High Witch's face came into view, peering under the bed. I popped my head back behind the bedpost. "So there you are, my little froggies," I heard her saying. "You can stay where you are until I go to bed. Then I shall throw you out the window, and the seagulls can have you for supper." Suddenly, very loud and clear, there came the sound of my grandmother's voice through the open balcony door. "Hurry up, my darling," it shouted. "Hurry up! You'd better come out quick." "Who's calling?" snapped the Grand High Witch. I peeped round the bedpost again and saw her walking across the carpet to the balcony door. "Who is this on my balcony?" she muttered. "Who is it? Who dares to trespass on my balcony?" She went through the door onto the balcony itself. "What is this knitting wool hanging down here?" I heard her saying. "Oh, hello," came my grandmother's voice. "I just dropped my knitting over the balcony by mistake. But it's all right. I've got hold of one end of it. I can pull it up by myself. Thank you all the same." I marveled at the coolness of her voice. "Who were you talking to just now?" snapped the Grand High Witch. "Who were you telling to hurry up and come out quickly?" "I was talking to my little grandson," I heard my grandmother saying. "He's been in the bathroom for hours, and it's time he came out. He sits in there reading books, and he forgets completely where he is. Do you have any children, my dear?" "I do not," shouted the Grand High Witch, and she came quickly back into the bedroom, slamming the balcony door behind her. I was cooked. My escape route was closed. I was shut up in the room with the Grand High Witch and 3 terrified frogs. I was just as terrified as the frogs. I was quite sure that if I was spotted, I would be caught and thrown out over the balcony for the seagulls. Then came a knock at the bedroom door. "What is it this time?" shouted the Grand High Witch. "It is we ancient ones," said a meek voice from behind the door. "It is 6 o'clock, and we have come to collect the bottles that you promised us, oh, your grandness." I saw her crossing the carpet towards the door. The door was opened, and then I saw a whole lot of feet and shoes beginning to enter the room. They were coming in slowly and hesitantly, as though the owners of those shoes were frightened of entering. Come in, snapped the Grand High Witch. "Do not stand out there dithering in the corridor. I don't have all night." I saw my chance. I jumped out from behind the bedpost and ran like lightning towards the open door. I jumped over several pairs of shoes on the way, and in 3 seconds I was out in the corridor, still clutching the precious bottle to my chest. No one had seen me. There were no shouts of "Mouse, mouse!" All I could hear were the voices of the ancient witches burbling their silly sentences about "how kind your grandness is," and all the rest of it. I went scampering down the corridor to the stairs and up one flight. I went to the 5th floor and then along the corridor again until I came to the door of my own bedroom. Thank goodness there was no one in sight. Using the bottom of the bottle, I began tapping on the door. Tap, 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 tap. Would my grandmother hear me? I thought. But she must. The bottle made quite a loud tap each time it struck. Tap, 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 tap. Just so long as nobody came along the corridor. But the door didn't open. I decided to take a risk. "Grandmama," I shouted as loudly as I possibly could. "Grandmama, it's me. Let me in." I heard her feet coming across the carpet, and the door opened. I went in like an arrow. "I've done it!" I cried, jumping up and down. "I've got it, Grandmama. Look, here it is. I've got a whole bottle of it." She closed the door. She bent down and picked me up and hugged me. Oh, my darling, she cried. Thank heavens you're safe. She took the little bottle from me and read the label aloud. Formula 86 Delayed Action Mouse Maker, she read. This bottle contains 500 doses. You brilliant darling boy. You're a wonder. You're a marvel. How on earth did you get out of her room? I nipped out when the ancient witches were coming in, I told her. It was all a bit hairy. Grandmama, I wouldn't want to do it again. I saw her too, my grandmother said. I know you did, Grandmama. I heard you talking to each other. Didn't you think she was absolutely foul? She's a murderer, my grandmother said. She's the most evil woman in the entire world. Did you see her mask? I asked. It's amazing, my grandmother said. It looks just like a real face. Even though I knew it was a mask, I still couldn't tell. Oh, my darling. She cried, giving me a hug. I thought I'd never see you again. I'm so happy you got away.
Whew. That was close. I had to run really fast. All those witches were there. They go through their feet. I ran all the way back to Grandma's. Whew, we made it out. We got a bottle. That plan went off without a hitch, right? But exactly as planned. It was close. It was close. We made it out. Man, I can't keep doing this. This is getting too close. It's getting too scary. These witches, they're onto us. I think they're on to Grandma. I don't know. I gotta catch my breath. We'll see you in the next episode. Okay.